Here we have an inflatable mattress. This is the Bestway brand, and they call it the ALWAYZAIRE Fortech air mattress. Now, we purchased this from Anaconda. This is a cool $200, 200 Australian dollars that is. There was no reviews of this online, and so I thought, let's do a review and unboxing. It won't be a complete review. I guess this is more of an initial impressions. A review really is a review once you've put it to the test, isn't it? But in any instance, we purchased this because we enjoy getting out camping, and when me and my wife camp, we like to have a little bit of comfort rather than just sleeping on the ground on some sort of a very flat mattress, or maybe one of those cheap air mattresses. We thought, let's go deluxe. This is the best that Anaconda has. This was their premium one. I thought, let's open it up, and you may be interested in seeing what this is like. This has a dual pump. I'll just show this to you. It's got two pumps. It's got a primary pump for inflating and deflating the bed, and then it's got a secondary pump. This is interesting. This monitors air pressure and silently re-inflates the bed. This is going to only work if you are plugged into like an electrical outlet. This is 240 volts, being in Australia. However, you also have the option of pumping it up by a manual pump, or I've got a Ryobi pump, and we'll put that to the test as well. Dimensions here on the back of the box, it says 51 centimeters high, just over 2 meters long, and 1.52 meters wide. So this mattress, it's said, compared to your normal PVC air mattress, that it's 150 times more abrasion resistant, 92% more stretch resistant, and 75% more puncture resistant. All right, there's some mighty big claims. We've purchased one of these many years ago from the Coleman company. That lasted okay, but the problem with these mattresses is that they tend to roll in. Two of you sleep on the side here, and you roll in like that. Have they fixed it in this? I really don't know. We will see. This boasts indoor use. Well, we're going to be using it in a tent. It's got USB port, charges devices. It auto inflates in 3 minutes. That's only if you're plugged into power. This has a weight limit of 350 kilograms. Let's hope I never get over that. And it's got a storage bag. It's got a premium soft top flocked surface. So that should be interesting as well. Let's get it opened up. Straight out of the box. There's a bit of weight to that. And here's the bag. All right, let's just see how much this weighs. .8 kilos. Now, I'll just say we went down this path, this option. Not 100% sure if I'm going to be happy with it, but we were looking at those stretcher beds. One of those queen stretcher beds, either by the OzTrail or the Spinifex company. You know, you're paying close to $200 just for the stretcher bed. Then you have to get a queen size mattress that goes up on top of the stretcher bed. And to get a decent quality one of those is another $200. So suddenly you're looking at $400 minimum. The ones we were testing at Anaconda, they were very creaky. The stretcher beds, you sit on them, they're wobbling around, and both of them have sort of a dip in them. So I'm going to try this and just see if it does what it says it does. Inside, it comes with some instructions. Actually says how to fold it up. I like that. Yeah, that's pretty good. And it comes with a patch repair kit. I'll just show you what the main motor unit looks like here. There is a USB port charger right there. There's a button here, and it looks like this is to let the air out. Here we have a dial type of setting, and there's another button there. Let the air in. This is the power plug in the side. All right, let's take this over to where I'll just position it for initial testing. All right, girl, you got to get out of the way. There we go. So it reckons that it'll take 3 minutes to inflate. Now I'll try this first by plugging it into 240 volts, and then I'll try my Ryobi inflator, because that's what I'll actually be using up on the campsite. And you'll notice as well, there is another inlet here to allow your handheld or manual pumps or battery operated pumps to fill up this air mattress. I've got my cable plugged in. It's got a little slot there. Let's turn this on. There we go. Okay, got a light here. It was on a second ago. There it goes. Should take 3 minutes. Okay, it's almost full. You can see the dimples shaping out down there. And there we go, it's simply switched off. I've only got it on the minimum setting. So let's see what happens if I turn it up. This is now pumping up to its ultra firm setting, I think. So that's pretty cool. It detects when, you know, it's at its highest setting, and then it'll simply turn off on its own. I like that. I like it a lot. But how does it feel? So initial impressions are, it actually looks pretty nice. I like this soft top finish. It does feel like a bit more of a premium finish. I like the dimples it's got inside. I don't know if that's anything to do with the structure inside like it had in the picture. We'll test this very, very shortly. Now, if I wanted to deflate this, there's the deflate button. So let's just see. That does nothing. What about if I hold it? Okay. I can feel the air coming out now. And it's going soft. If I want to stop it, no problems. Let's get it re-inflated because it's now deflated a little bit. And she's pumping up again. That actually works really, really well. I like that. Now, it does say it's got a dual motor in here. Now, realistically, I can't test that out because it's meant to be self-monitoring. So if it can detect that some air has escaped, then the second motor will kick in and will pump it back to whatever type of setting that you had it, whether it was, you know, at the minimum, which is soft. This is medium, and down here would be firm. I can't test that out at this point of time. Let's get some dimensions. All right, height off the ground, 490 millimeters high, so just shy of half a meter. Its width, 1460 wide, so that's not exactly what they said on the box. So 1460 millimeters wide, and the length, 1980 millimeters long. So it's not 2 meters long, it's just shy of that by 20 mil. So not exactly what they are saying up on the packaging, but very close anyway. All right, so I'm just gonna test this up on the soft setting. I normally prefer a firm setting. I like the idea of having a bit of height. You know, if you're in a tent, you know, you don't have to get up off the ground. You know, it just makes it so much bit more comfortable. So the options they have are either those stretcher beds that I mentioned before, or maybe something like this. Actually, even on the soft setting, it feels pretty darn good. This isn't too bad. I like a firm mattress, and soft feels fairly firm. And for me, that's a good thing. But it's comfortable. I might chuck it onto the firm setting and let's just see how that feels. That literally took like 10 seconds just to go up to the firmest of the settings. Let's test this. It feels great just sitting off the side like this. Okay. I have to say, I am not getting the sensation of rolling down towards the center or anything like that. I know usually you have to have 2 people on there, but straight away, compared to some of these similar ones that I've tested over the years and that I've owned over the years, this feels pretty darn good. $200. And what you need to pack is so much smaller than actually buying a stretcher bed and then the mattress that you put on top of that stretcher bed. And it's just under 10 kilos. Feels great. I can't fault it. The material feels pretty darn good too. Like, it feels very heavy duty. It actually feels like quite good quality. I'm very surprised. I now want to deflate this, so let's just hold the deflate button. Okay, it's almost sucked out all the air. Now it's going up to the final stage. And it turned off once, I guess, it detected there's no more air. Flag as a pancake. Initial impressions are pretty good. However, what if you're not close to a power point? No power point? Well, you need something like this. Now, this is just my cheap Ryobi inflator deflator. And let's see if I can get this connected. This is where this will open up. So it's got a large hole, and then when you go to fine tune the final bit of air, it's got a smaller hole there. You wouldn't want to be doing this by mouth. Let's turn this on. So we'll put in a lot of air, volume air, and then we'll close it off and do the more precision air. I'll just get this inflated first of all. I've got most of my volume air in here. Now we're just going to be putting in the precision amount of air, and this nozzle goes in much more better. Previously I had to hold it there in place, but this kind of just sticks in. Actually feels pretty good. I'll call that good. And there we go. No electricity, no problem, but you need something like this. And once again, that feels great. Whoops, better get the shoes off before my wife sees. I can say this actually does feel pretty good. My initial impressions are very, very positive. Once again, I haven't slept in here for the night. Might sleep on it tonight, but very optimistic about its performance. If I want to put away my power pack here, let's roll it up and let's tuck it away into its little compartment. It's got its own little bedroom. There we go. So there you go. I managed to pack it back into its box, ready for when we're going to go camping. Now, as I said, I haven't exactly tested this for a full night's sleep, but I can pretty much feel that this is a comfortable bed. I'm pretty happy with what I felt. As I mentioned, I just came from the Anaconda store and all of these tent places, and I tested a couple of their stretcher beds and I tested a few of their sleeping mattresses. I got to be honest, I wasn't happy. The double stretcher beds, the queen stretcher beds, they got a bar in the center for strength and support, and basically the stretcher material goes like this and goes like that, and no matter what mattress we put on top of those stretcher beds, it went like this and it went like that. Just not comfortable for 2 people sleeping. I've tested this and me and my wife had a bit of a lay down on it. I gotta be honest, I'm really, really surprised. This blew me away. Queen size, ample room for both of us. Initial impressions were great. Anyways, I hope you found this video a little bit helpful. If you've seen this at Anaconda or one of those camping stores, I think it's actually good. $200, and it weighs 9.8 kilos, and it all packs up into a box. Like, how tiny a form factor is this? It's great. Anyway, give the video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.